I'm Colin Riley with Denver 7. You know, technology has changed the way we do everything in our daily lives. That includes driving. For one man, that's especially important for what he can and cannot do.
It's unbelievable, like the speed. It's intense to see how fast you make it around the track. Oh, it handles amazing. It's something that you can't imagine. You have to live it. I was 16 when it happened to me. I wasn't wearing my seatbelt. Next thing I know was I had a spinal cord injury, C4. So I'm a quadriplegic. You know, you have frustrations because you used to be independent. I was like, when I get here and try it, we'll see how I feel. And I felt really good.
What we're doing here today is we're watching our driver, who's spinal cord injured, drive a 850 horsepower NASCAR Cup car around this track, hands-free, feet-free with our specialized helmet, but throttle control is entirely with the brain. Our driver has an electrode on the surface of the brain. It can pick up electrical changes from the brain. It sends a signal down a cable that's implanted underneath his skin that goes to a little microprocessor. So anytime our driver, German, thinks throttle on, the computers and the algorithm know to send it to the throttle of the car. If we could get somebody performing all the aspects of a race car, throttle, brake, steer right, steer left, we could apply that to any system.
That was sick, man. That was sick.
I did not think I would drive a car. It didn't cross my mind, you know. But driving it myself and seeing what I could do, the fear just went away, you know. It felt great.
I've been car-free for 6 years. And then I looked around at the city and I was like, wow, it's really dangerous to bike here.
Finding a safe space to ride on Denver city streets is a daily battle for June Churchill.
There have been so many times when I've been cut off by a car, or almost gotten T-boned.
Churchill says a lot of the trouble stems from drivers turning right on red, blocking crosswalks and not paying attention to pedestrians.
Cars don't care. They will take that right turn until everyone is done.
Now there's a renewed push to ban all right turns on red across the city. Something Denver Streets Partnership has been lobbying for half a decade.
Ultimately, we need to redesign our streets to provide more space for people walking and biking and to reinforce slower, safer speeds. But we know that's going to take a lot of time and money.
Instead, Joe Locantore with Denver Streets Partnership says changing policies that prioritize pedestrian safety is a cheaper route. While Locantore says some people are concerned about getting drivers to comply.
You know, just changing the law doesn't mean that people will change their behavior overnight.
Her coalition is urging the city to focus on dangerous intersections first, like Federal and Colfax. Statewide, pedestrian fatalities hit an all-time high in 2023. The city of Denver reporting its own alarming data. According to the department's crash dashboard in 2023, 32 pedestrians were killed on city streets. That's up 113% from a decade prior. Advocates for No Right on Red hope Denver follows in the footsteps of cities like Seattle, who have already made the change.
We believe we have a moral obligation to take these steps, do what we can to make our streets safer for everybody.
This is Javier Gutierrez, or as he's known on stage, El Javi. We asked him to play a song for us, and he chose this one. It's one he wrote during a period of transition in his life.
The song is a piece called California. It's a melancholic song, and I think there's just, there's some sadness, there's some hope. I've been a musician for as long as I remember. You know, I started playing the guitar when I was 12, and I think I fell into the trap or that image of being a rock star and like the whole sex, drugs, and rock and roll type of lifestyle. It's almost in the job description, unfortunately, as a musician. And it took me some time to find my way out of that and realize that music is so much more than partying.
El Javi's been sober for 6 years, and he now uses his music as a tool, not only in his own sobriety, but in that of others. This weekend, he's joining a handful of sober artists to put on the first Sober Sessions concert in Denver. It'll be a chance to enjoy music without the pressure to party.
It's like we sometimes use substances to escape something, and I feel for me music is also a way to escape or like to process things perhaps. So it's almost like music is my drug of choice now because it's my safe place, it's my refuge. The challenge is for us to explore really who we are and what we feel.
This gym's gonna be the concert venue. It's called the Phoenix, a place for people to start anew, physically and spiritually.
Once you open up that door, new people come into your life. So it's just been life-changing and a beautiful life change.
For Denver 7, I'm Rob Harris.